TK I cannot see. So TK, let us get into this. I hope it's not a odd time. I am in Finland on the way to Switzerland, and so I hope I didn't want to miss the call, and so we had this change of timing. I hope people will join, and I hope it is not very inconvenient. Let us start. The subject of discussion today is this: can spiritual growth be measured? Can spiritual growth? Can you measure your spiritual growth? Can anybody measure their spiritual growth? That is today's subject. So let us see who would like to start this discussion. Are you measuring your growth? Can you measure your growth? Can you not measure your growth? It is for you to tell me um, whether you can or whether you can't, and whether you're doing it or you're not doing it. So we have Will and we have Ashok, two champions to start. Will and Ashok, please start. Will, Ashok,
Shivam,
Krishna,
uh, Shivam, thank you for taking this call.
Yes, sir.
I think for me it would be down to suffering. It would be the amount you suffer. I would say suffering is a quality of your attachment, and I think as your attachments are very strong, then generally your suffering will become less.
So tell me, how has your journey been as an individual? As your suffering, was it more? Is it less? Are you able to evaluate it? Are you able to measure it? Would you like to share?
Well, I think that you're right. Really, I think I think there was a period of my life where my progress was much better than before, and I did increase in I increased in kind of power and happiness and confidence, things like that. I would say generally kind of happier, and so a lot of energy, like these qualities. I'm not quite sure what the answer is for this question specifically, but for me it would be about to do with suffering really. If
Okay,
suffering
so
is less.
no doubt one of the measures. See, when I'm in Finland, they say it's minus 20 degrees or minus 30 degrees, but
Yes,
that is measuring it in centigrade, right?
yes,
There's also a way to measure it in Fahrenheit.
yes,
So can you say centigrade is right or Fahrenheit is right? Both are right. Both are good.
yes, sir.
I hope you get my point. So suffering. For example, I would like to share with you. I used to suffer a lot. I
Yes,
used to have so much. There was so much misery and so much suffering, and
yes,
there was so much worry and stress and anxiety, and suddenly it's gone.
yes,
It's gone. Is it because actually the problems have disappeared? No, but
no,
the consciousness of the truth, what we call Sat Chit, that Sat Chit has created Ananda.
yes.
So good start, Will. Would you like to say anything else, or you're good?
No, I'll leave it for that. I'll leave it like that for now. See what
But
what
very,
does.
very, Will has given a very good start. So Will says, today's subject is this: how can spiritual growth be measured? And Will is giving us a very objective answer. Will is saying, if earlier my suffering was X, then my suffering became half X, for example. He didn't say, I'm just giving it a number. And I didn't question what is it today because that's a personal point. But I'm telling each one of you, you must measure your spiritual growth. And how you're going to measure it is today's call. We have another 35 minutes. I hope we will be able to do a full call. So let us ask Ashok Chotwani, are you measuring your
So,
growth? How are you measuring? Yes, Ashok. Thank you, Will.
sir, it is a little bit difficult to measure the spiritual growth, but we
Yeah,
can understand, we can assume and also realize that we are growing on the spiritual path. At present, regarding myself, I
yeah.
am realizing that I am improving and growing on the path of spirituality.
But are you able to measure it? How are you saying suppose you are not growing and it is only the mind is fooling you and telling you're growing,
No,
but actually,
I have realized a great change in my behavior, in my personality, and my mind is still. From that, I can realize that I am evolving on the path of
So
spirituality.
Ashok, Will gave an answer. Will said, because my suffering level is going low, my spiritual growth is going high. So what is
Yeah.
your answer? What is
Yes.
happening?
Same thing is with me. Nowadays, I am totally in Satchit Anand, in calm situations, sir.
So are you telling
Because-
like your no no? Are you telling your suffering is going low or your peace and
Yeah,
happiness is going high?
yeah. Both are true, sir. My
No, which
total
is
suffering
which
is
is
reduced.
no. You're measuring suffering or you're measuring happiness. What are you measuring?
Sir, both are related. My
No,
difficulty
both
are going to
no
be,
no. Both are related, but what are you measuring?
yeah, my happiness is increasing day by day. And I
So
am
I'm
living a
saying
peaceful life. Yeah.
so there are two separate subjects. I can measure my spiritual growth by reduction in suffering. I can measure my spiritual growth in increase in peace, increase in happiness, increase in some other ways. I told you there is not one method. So today we are just
Yeah.
like we have centigrade and Fahrenheit to measure temperature. We are
Yeah.
creating certain measures. First time. Have you ever done this before? We have not done this
No,
before,
sir.
I think. So
No, sir.
we are trying to give methods of spiritual measuring spiritual growth. So
Yeah.
thank you, Ashok.
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Krishna.
It's Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Professor, this question, whether, can spiritual growth be measured? Maybe I don't know whether there is any quantitative metrics to measure my spiritual growth, but मुझे हमेशा लगता है कि only a guru can measure because हम लोग कभी-कभी हमको लगता है कि we are on the right path, we are improving, but suddenly some situation comes and you are lost. So मुझे हमेशा लगता है only a guru. आपने एक बार बताया ना, जगा हुआ ही किसको जगा सकेंगे. Same way, those who have known the path only can tell me, whether I am improving, I am progressing. How can I say myself? But
No.
if you
So the guru
happiness,
can. The guru
there
can
are
say from.
there are indicators, but I am still discontent. I'm discontent because I've not known the truth. I've not realized the truth. And if you tell about my happiness and peace, I would say I was much more blissful and peaceful an year back. Now I am trying to regain that state of happiness and
What?
blissful state.
Why are you feeling that you are less blissful and peaceful? For what reason?
Because I used to be very confident that 98 or 99% of my time was utilized only in spirituality. But now it is not.
Why?
Only, that is why this call is so important for me. I'm clutching onto this call because I don't know what happened. The change of environment has made a big change in me, and the spiritual people around me has disappeared. So what was accelerating me? Maybe it is also the divine, making me independent or what, I don't know. But I enjoy this path. I always feel blessed. I've never suffered as such in life. I've always got what I wanted, but I'm only discontented with my understanding of spirituality. Sometimes I think I've understood, sometimes I get confused.
So that's why this subject is very important to
Yeah.
evaluate. See and pay attention to this call because this call will reveal to you several metrics. This raw call will tell you by the end of this call, we already have got right now three metrics. Matrix one, my spiritual growth depends on how much my suffering has reduced. My spiritual growth depending on how much my peace has increased. My spiritual growth depending on how my happiness has increased. We have got three metrics, but I am telling you there are many more metrics, many more. Let me see what we get out of this call.
Sad or in the worldly matters, I'm not sad, or I really thank God for what I am in, which situation I am in. But proportional to what the masters and the knowledge I have got, I have not improved. What my gurus have given me, what you are giving me. So I think there is definitely something which is, what I that complete enlightenment I am not getting.
Is there a problem with your growth, or is the problem your mind is still stopping you from evaluating? Think about it. I don't know. I'm thinking now. I'm thinking, according to me, I can see a lot of growth on a daily basis. But I'm thinking that your mind is telling you you're not growing. So that's a
So
problem.
God, I want that ultimate. It's not that I want to touch that peak of what you're saying, that anubhuti you're saying. ऐसे नहीं कि मैं नहीं
So do you
मिलता
believe?
है.
No. So do you believe you will do it, or you believe you can't do it?
Sometimes I believe. So I don't know. I मुझे तो वो believe नहीं करना है. I'm happy in this call enough.
Okay, hang on, wait. Samat, let's hear Samat. Don't cut your thoughts. Keep your thoughts crystallized. Let's hear Samatma. Samatma. You know, it's so important for me. It was so important to evaluate, though it was not an objective evaluation. I could not give number 10, 9.5. You don't need 9.5 and 9.8. I'm not asking you all to give it some degrees like centigrade and Fahrenheit. But I can tell you my fear. I'm giving you a fourth matrix. I gave you suffering, I gave you peace, I gave you bliss, and I'm telling you fear. I had so much fear. I had so much fear. I was full of fear at one point of time. Fear. What is fear? No fear. So I would like to guide you all, and each can become a matrix. What we're talking today, administrator, please note, each of these subjects, each can become one day call. One day, every day we can, next 1 month we can do one call. But let me, Samatma, yes, Samatma, come on.
Shivoham, sir.
Sure, Samatma.
I have realized that I'm growing on this path because I can see the difference. I've become more happier, I'm content, I'm stress free. And all this has happened because I've learned the art of detached attachment. Others,
Good.
I was so attached. Other people's opinions meant so much to me. Now I'm not even bothered. At times, I don't have place in the house to attend a call. I just go down, sit in some corner in the dark and attend. Others, previously, I was wondering what did people think. Like all these things don't make any difference to me now. So I realized, yes, I am going on the path.
Good. Very good. So I'm trying to see what, see, for example, now you are saying the level of contentment increases. Then your level of detachment increases. We are getting, see how many parameters we are getting. I'm trying to make you all understand. Then you said your other people's opinions. Oh, you know, the whole world is based on other people's opinion. We wear clothes based on other people's opinion. Some people are smoking because other people, oh, it feels good. Other people think I'm very stylish. You know, I'm smoking. People are, when I went to Europe last time, I saw people wearing pants made in black leather, blue leather, green leather, gold leather, silver leather. It's all about other people thinking. And I did not pick up a silver pant to wear because I think I'm in white. I'm happy in white. So contentment is a big thing. Good, Samatma. Good opening the door. Yogini, thank you. Yogini.
Sir.
Sure.
Sir, when I came on the spiritual path, I hold your hand. So you are my first mentor. And I was like a kindergarten student in your school. Today I feel I'm in the 10th standard. And I'm happy about it. I am growing. I'm seeing the changes in me. But from past 1 month again, I'm slipping down.
Why are you sleeping in the last 1 month? What is the cause of it?
Running towards the world outside.
So you can understand one thing. Okay, when you're running towards the world outside, nobody's, am I blocking you? Am I holding you by the neck? If you did not speak for many days or you did not come for the call, did I question you? Did I ever question you or embarrass you or try to make you feel bad? Ever have I done anything like that?
No.
No, right?
I have
Why?
the liberty to come back to you anytime.
Yeah, you have the liberty because I will always welcome you, but I don't want to embarrass you or anybody. But what do you feel? You felt when you are missing this call, you felt when you are slipping, you felt it, right?
Yes.
And you felt the unhappiness or you felt the discontent.
Discontent.
Yes. And you also said that you felt in this call, you've grown from kindergarten to 10th standard. You also felt that growth.
Yes. Yes.
So Yogini, the challenge is this. We are being pulled by other people in this life. And the people who are pulling us in life are not spiritually evolved.
Correct.
The people who are pulling in life may be religiously evolved. They may be our family members. They may be our loved ones, but they are not spiritually evolved. I'm asking you a question. Will anybody spiritually evolved pull you away from this path?
Never.
Never. So it is for you to evaluate and not to slip. And you have got example. Why do we give example of Osho? We give
Yes.
example of Osho because he was such a brilliant man. When he was Rajneesh, I was watching a video, and when Osho fell. Anybody knows when Osho fell? I was watching a video, and that video says Osho fell when he started calling himself Bhagwan. He started calling himself Bhagwan Rajneesh. So it hardly matters to me what he started. Yogini, all I'm saying is, in this call, we started with will. We
Yes.
learn how to reduce our suffering. We went to Chotwani. We learn how to increase our peace, our bliss. We went to Samatma. We learn how to be detached. How to be content. We went to Krishna. Krishna says she grew so much in her understanding and learning of spirituality, and that helps her. She loves to come on the call. But it's not only loving to come on this call. Loving to come on this call is another matrix. I hope you understand. If you are attracted towards the call, it shows you are growing. And if you are not so attracted to the call, what does it show?
I'm good running away from it.
No,
Slipping.
you are being pulled away from it. Something is pulling you away from it. Because if you see, this call is open for all. This call is not like a private call. Somebody is having a private session and, no, this call is a call. That's why you find so many people say, I want to join AiR family. I want to join AiR family. Then some people are writing to me and telling me, in AiR family, there's so much confusion in the chat. I said, if you are having confusion, you put your opinion there. That is not supposed to have confusion. We are supposed to stay on the path and be focused. We want to be. So, Yogini, all I'm saying is, you don't lose the path. Because
Yes,
if you lose the path, I'm telling you, that is the biggest pity. Because then, instead of going forward, you're going backward. Did I not tell you all few days back, one man suddenly in 1 week, they told him kidney fail, liver fail. I told you all 4-5 days back, I told you? Yes or no? I told you one man, he was perfectly all right, 60-year-old man, suddenly. Yesterday, the man died. No, yesterday, that man died. Last week, suddenly, he was perfect. He was perfect. He had nothing. Last week, he went to the doctor. The doctor told your liver is failed, your kidneys failed, 4th stage cancer. Doctor told call everybody 4 days, 6 days, 7 days maximum. I told you all in the call. A person known to me. The person is gone. Now tell me, if that person is gone, what does it mean? You know, Yogini, what does it mean? The moment he is gone, he is reborn. And he has to start again, start chakki piecing again, from chakki piecing and piecing and piecing and piecing and piecing. So we don't want that. We want to be with SIP. We want to be in the grip of SIP. We want to be in Satchit Anand. We want to be in bliss. We want to be one with God. And we have the opportunity to be one with God. It's up to us. So we are measuring progress. Komal, Raji, Lakshmi, Nichani.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, Shivoham, everybody. According to me, the measurement is the quantity of time you take to come back from mind to consciousness. Earlier,
Very good.
it used to take months, then days, then hours, and then minutes. In few minutes, you realize where you are, and then you come back to my consciousness, and it is the measure. The quantity of
You
time
must
is reduced.
I used to measure somebody who went from Shaitan to Bhagavan. I used to call this moving from Shaitan to Bhagavan.
Hmm.
At some time, Shaitan used to last for 7 days. Then sometimes Shaitan lasted for 3 days. Then sometimes Shaitan lasted for 2 days. One day, I don't know whether I told you or not, the Shaitan lasted only for 17 minutes. I measured 17 minutes. Bhagavan came back. The Bhagwan came back in 17 minutes. Now, the challenge I have given that seeker, that aware soul, is we should not even lose it for 1 minute.
Yeah. That is where you need to reach.
When you reach that point where that you are not in the mind state where when you kill the mind, that means then you are got it. You have got it.
Now you can measure how quickly you can come back.
You
That's the
must come back
measure.
you must come back in seconds. That's what I'm telling you. You should come back in seconds, not in minutes. Good, very good, Komal. Very good way of saying it. Raji.
Shivam Guruji,
Shiva.
I am very much advanced in the spiritual progress. First is I have realized I am not the body that suffers. And
Correct.
just I think 2-3 days before, Vanita was asking, how do we get God? So I told we will make at least 8 hours. We will write a diary that at least 8 hours per day whether we are connected with SIP. Because simply telling is not correct. We have to note
Very
it in
good.
a diary that how many times we are connected with SIP. So minimum 8 hours is required. You just see whether we are connected with SIP for 8 hours a day. So telling her, even I started noting it. So in that way, how much hours we are devoted to SIP fully. Telling is different
Beautiful.
and acting.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So
See,
by that,
Rajiv.
so we
Yeah.
don't waste that time. So when we come to no, we have to be attached to SIP. Then our time will go 8 hours. In that way, we have to increase our longing. It is there inside, but actually, if we measure, then
It's very beautiful. So I'm from Raji. I'm learning today. Only I said we should be mumukshu. We should be mumukshu of the divine. We should be a mumukshu. We should have that prema yoga, that bhakti yoga, that dhyana yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga. If we are only one of the two, Raji. Either we are in yoga or we are in bhoga. The moment we are in bhoga, it looks like we are getting pleasure, but we are losing the real treasure. The real treasure is not bhoga. Bhoga is momentary treasure, momentary pleasure. Pleasure that comes and pleasure that goes. But yoga is bliss that forever flows. Today, somebody was asking me, just today, you work too much. What they were telling me? You work too much. Why? Morning I get up, I do book. One then I do Kora, then I'm working in book, I'm working bhajan, I'm working Kora, I'm working this, I'm working that. But I told that person, I'm not working at all. I am not working at all. Is a Zoom call I'm talking to you? Am I working? I am in Ananda. So this, how many metrics? I'll have to go through this Facebook of this call to count how many metrics we have got. Just now, Rajiv brought a beautiful point. How much time we spend with SIP, and I'm saying how much time you spend in yoga. And just now, who told us? Komal told us how soon you come back from mind to consciousness. All beautiful. When I started with will, I did not know how many measures are there. I told Will there is more than one method, Fahrenheit and centigrade. But now we have got more than 1 dozen methods. My dear friends, this samsar, संसार की माया से मुक्त होना भक्ति से ये होता है प्रभु से अगर प्यार इतना हो जाएगा मुक्त फिर वो होता है. See, another in this bhajan, they got 3 more methods. What is your rating of mukti? What is your rating of bhakti? What is your rating of shakti? How many ratings you want? How many ratings you want? Our whole life can be full of positive ratings. But those who are caught in this leela of maya, of samsara, this makes no sense to them. They think we are all mad people. they think we are crazy people. No, we are not crazy people. We are on the right track. Absolutely. Ashok Nichani. Thank you, Raji. Ashok Nichani, sir.
Shom Sarji,
Shubham.
Sarji, spirituality cannot be measured.
Ah. Then?
So it's like the behavior which tells us our behavior, what it was in the past and what it is now. After
So you tell
coming
me how your behavior has changed. Tell me.
a lot, Sarji.
Tell me how.
Before coming into spirituality, like in the young age, I used to go on the road. If any dog comes, I used to kick it also, Sarji.
You had
Now
what? Anger.
Anger. Yes, Sarji, anger. And
Then?
that one is anger, kicking the dogs, catching the birds and all. Now, when I go to feed the crows and birds in the morning, I tell them, Prabhu aiye, Prabhu aiye. That is the change in me.
And before, what you used to do? You used to catch the bird and kill it. How many birds you killed?
No, sir, I used to try to catch it, but I couldn't catch it.
And
I
how
used
many
to go
dogs you kicked?
many times, Sarji, in the childhood. Those who used to come to me, I never knew, Sarji, Chanda mein tu, tare mein tu, panchi mein tu. I came to realize only after joining your classes. After that,
Ashok.
everything there is the divine. And after that, I get peace, Sarji. When I do something good for others, I get lot of peace.
Then why do you feel you can't measure? You can measure, na. You can measure your spiritual growth.
That is what I'm saying. That is a changed a lot.
Ashok,
Previously, I was
when
zero.
you can measure your behavior, that means through your behavior, you're measuring your spiritual growth.
Yes, Sarji.
If I used to get angry, Ashok, if I used to get angry from the 4th floor, people could hear me in the ground floor.
Right, Sarji. I've heard you.
You heard me screaming?
In the temple, you used to tell the work which was not done properly. You used to call that person, why is this like this? Nowadays, you don't tell anyone anything, Sarji. If you made mistakes, you don't tell them anything. Your anger is gone, but I'm not yet in that position. I've not come across that. Even now, previously, Saji, whatever sometimes I used to make losses, I used to say, "Arey, what is this? Why is God doing like this with me?" But nowadays, I said, "Prabhu, ये मेरा कर्म है. अगर उसने लिया है, तो मेरा पास्ट कर्म भी हो सकता है, या तो फिर ये नेक्स्ट जन्म में मेरे को हेल्प करेगा."
So we have to evolve. I was talking to somebody in 5 years. I got upset 2 times. I was talking to somebody in 5 years. I got upset 2 times, and I got upset only for a moment. But in 5 years, somebody could incite me. Somebody could excite me or incite me and make me react 2 times. And then
Yes,
I made
sir.
a promise. And then I made a promise after the last time I got upset. I think in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. I made a promise. What I made a promise? That nobody can incite me or excite me. That also I made again a measure. I'm teaching you all measures. All these are how to measure spiritual growth. Thank you. Bliko,
One more
Premchand,
point.
Sukeshmi. Yes,
One
Bliss.
more point.
Yes, sir.
One more point.
Tell
Can
me.
I speak?
You
Sarji,
can.
previously your bhajans and all, in the beginning, I used to, all those film songs turned into bhajans, I used to enjoy them. Now I try, after that, I understand I realize the lyrics and I say to myself, this is very true. Realization has come to me after hearing your bhajans, that those songs are nothing. These bhajans are very peaceful and guiding us.
Okay. Good. Good, Ashok. So now quickly we have got Bliko, Premchandji, Sukeshni, Bliss, Uma Natraj. I think we will not allow anybody more than this. Please check the departure time. We have 10 minutes. 10 minutes. have 10 minutes to take the flight. So don't make me, if you make me miss the flight, I'll be sitting in minus 20 degrees. Bliko.
Shivoham, everyone.
Sure.
So I also progressed in last 2 years. Before also I was in spirituality. I'm reading book but I'm getting confused after this call. The direction is very clear now, and there are very which I like the short form, and the way you make it condensed, which is very beautiful. Like MTR, we have to reduce MTR. I am concentrating on my MTR and RDR to remain, responding, do not react.
Don't react.
That was
Very
my
good.
problem I was facing, and now it is getting reduced. We can measure only by internally and by honestly that what is happening inside, right?
Correct.
A year
Correct.
before, I used to get angry, irritated, and confused sometime, and get like out of control. Now it's nothing, because I now know that this is Leela, Maya, this is drama going on. Not to worry about anything.
If you realize it's Leela Maya, then half the problems are solved. 70% problems are solved.
And this MTR, we have to reduce MTR. Living in now, that is also measurement. If you can, don't go in past and don't go in future.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I told you we have got 25 topics. In today's call, we have got 25 new topics.
Many more. Yeah, many more are there. Yeah. Thank you, Shivam.
Thank you.
Let give chance others. Yeah.
Premchand ji. Yeah, Fadafat. Premchand, Sukeshni, Bliss, and Uma Natraj.
Shivam Gurudev, as we are already discussing, there is no proper indicator that we can show that we are measuring. We cannot measure. We can feel only that how successful we are towards peace. Now I ask my personal one question. Only one subject, detached attachment disturbs me. Since we are living in the social circle, my nearest relative, I will have to go to a marriage to show my presence for 1 hour, 2 hours. How can I am thinking that I should live with Shiv and Shivoham, but I will have to show their presence. How can I avoid it?
Yeah, what we are trying to talk in this call, na, ये जो आपको feeling आ रहा है ना प्रेमचंद जी, इसको try to measure it for yourself, not for me. आपके खुद के लिए try to measure so that you can improve. Wherever you can try your best to measure it. I know it's a feeling, but whatever way you like it, you try to measure.
I am decreasing day by day. मगर इतना social circle with the nearest relative, and his son is married. So I have to go there for and waste 2 or 3 hours. So how can I cannot avoid.
But be in consciousness, na. You go, but you be Prabhu.
वो तो already it is in my it is always in my mind, either step or Shivoham. And I repeat, I reciting. तो वही पूछ रहा था मैंने कहा I should go or avoid it. I cannot avoid.
See, that doesn't matter to me. You should not be in mind state. You should be in consciousness. You go or you don't go.
Yes, sir. So kind of you.
Just now,
thank you, sir.
No, I'm in Europe. I got a call just now from India, from one of the richest pharmaceutical companies. One of the richest pharmaceutical companies.
Yes, sir.
And the owner is my friend from 25 years.
Yes,
and
sir.
Told, मेरी बेटी की शादी है. You please come.
Yes, sir.
तो मैंने बोला हाँ नमस्कार, I will pray for you. लेकिन क्या मैं जाऊंगा?
That I don't know. आप तो नहीं जाएंगे because you achieved that success. You will again show.
So each one of us must make a policy and must make a principle, because I know if I start going there, then I will be finished. Then I will not be able to attain what I want to attain.
But Gurudev, for the last 4 months, I avoided many meetings, many social circles.
So measure it. How many you are going? Measure it. Keep measuring every month. How many you are going? Measure it. Okay.
Out of 10, for 9, I have not gone. Okay. This is the only one case.
4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Premchandji. Sukeshini. Thank you. Sukeshini,
Thank you
Bliss,
very much.
Uma Natraj. Only up to Uma Natraj. Yes, please.
Yeah, I can say a few changes. The number of thoughts have reduced. I was going into the past, which I went through a lot of sufferings due to that. And you told us very clearly, no use going into the past.
What can you do?
So, yeah,
One
there's
person
no
came and
use.
told me, my life is full of regret and guilt and shame. What can you do? Come on, let us do agarbatti for your regret and your shame and your guilt. We'll do agarbatti. What will happen? Leave it.
So,
What can you do? What can you do now? What can you do in the present moment? Do that. Wipe out regret, wipe out guilt, wipe out shame. It is a work of the mind. Kill the mind. Continue, Keshini.
presently, I'm most of the times in the now, maximum I can say. And even my work at office, I'm able to concentrate, focus, and being more productive. And also, this was what, of course, I'm working on the fear factor. There's one
Good.
thing which I am working right now is on the fear.
So all these are measures. All these are methods of measurement. And we are going to record this and we are going to have one by one, we are going to have, has your detachment improved? Has your fear reduced? Has your peace? I'm going to go through each of these sessions one by one slowly. Thank you, Bliss and Uma Natraj. 2 minutes. Bliss and Uma Natraj.
Hi, Swam, dear Swam, everyone. You can read, please, what I
I
write.
can read. I can always read. My French lady, what has she written? My French lady has written, oh my God. Okay. Bonjour. Oh my God. Bonjour, dear. Our growth in spirituality can be measured by different ways of seeing. Above all, by understanding the truth and results obtained, like our degree of happiness, the moments that I accept without flinching, the way in which I cope with events, and how I am detached from the turbulence of life. Calmer, more at peace, more in the joy of everyday life in the present moment, because nothing happens for nothing. Good. Very good. See, bliss. We have to be in a state of peace and have to be in a state of consciousness and have to be in a state of acceptance. All these are showing that we are evolving. And karma will unfold. Life is karma. It will happen. We cannot question why it is happening. That day I missed a flight one time. The next time I missed another flight. I don't know when I will miss the third flight. But up to now, only record is only 2 flights. So, but we have to learn to accept and we have to be calm. Good. Uma Natraj, last and we close.
God is always with me. I'm not alone.
Very
Namaste,
good.
Guru. Yeah.
Namaste.
So I feel we have to accept things as they are, feel contented, and doing things unconditionally, being with the right kind of people. So
How do you
all this,
measure? How are you? How do you measure?
like when I start accepting things as they are and as they come, I feel I'm spiritually evolved or I'm going to the next step.
So I'm just good, Uma Natraj. So just to conclude today, what we are saying, Uma, each one of us must decide 2 parameters, 3 parameters, 4 parameters, 5 parameters, whatever parameters you like. Bliko said, I'm evaluating RDR. I'm evaluating MTR. So it is for us. And because I don't want to miss the call today, my flight today, so I hope I have not created too much inconvenience to you all for preponing this flight. Otherwise, the call was cancelled. Now with folded hands, I will try to go and take the flight. But tomorrow's Friday, I think 7:30 we will meet and we shall discuss more in detail. And I will give you as much extra time as you want tomorrow. But for now, I will, with your blessings and folded hands, I will take leave. Thank you.
you.